Hey guys, it's Matt from You and Your Horror Movies, and it is Friday, week 101, and we're still doing random reviews. I picked a fun one, me with my creature features. It's called Sector 7. This is in 3D, but it comes with the normal Blu-ray, and it's put out by Shout Factory. So I thought that was pretty cool. This movie takes place on an oil rig, and directed by Jim Kin-un, I think it is. I'm horrible with names. Directed by Kim Ji Hoon, and he is also the producer. Uh, this is a 2011 film. Pretty much, they're on this oil rig on this sector. They call it Sector 7 because there's oil rigs all over the ocean trying to dig for oil. And this one sector just keeps hitting nothing. The soil and the suit on the bottom of the ocean is bone dry, and this crew is very determined that there's oil there, and they want to go after it. Pretty much you have, I think it was 7 main characters in this film, and they're got a couple scientists aboard trying to discover and trying to get oil for fuel. Well, things are not going so well. A lot of the crew members decide to leave, but the 7 decide to remain, and you have the lead female character, her uncle, I think it was her uncle or her grandfather, came to visit on the oil rig to help dig for oil because he was a big oil worker at his young prime. And he's had some history with Sector 7. So, of course, they're digging and digging and digging, and all of a sudden they have a problem with the drill. They're trying to fix it. A little bit of muck comes up from the drill, and so do these little creatures. These creatures look like little tube worms, very small. So they capture a couple of them, put them in a tank, and try to study them. Well, one gets out because there's one character in this movie. I swear to God, they always have one type of character that's kind of the mentally challenged, goofy character. He decides to fish his hand through it, pull it out, and the thing attacks him and cuts him in the face with its weird tongue. So he drops it and it gets away. So they yell at him and everything. So this creature hides into a nook and it starts to grow. Meantime, things are happening during the rig, and of course another person dies. So now they're thinking that this mentally challenged dude is killed the girl that he loved because it was a female scientist. Well, come to find out there's a little bit of a history on that, and now we get to the monster. The monster is this growing beast of an aberration that's attacking everybody. Not a lot of gore. There's a couple gore scenes, but not a lot of blood. Just it grabs them and like tosses them from side to side. Some CGI was definitely used, but you can get around it. It's not sci-fi CGI at all. It is actually good CGI. There's actually a history with the grandfather, too, in this film. I don't want to get more involved in it, but it was pretty interesting. And the monster was pretty badass. So, of course, it takes them out one at a time on this oil rig. My thoughts. This film I actually enjoyed. I've seen it several times already. You can get this in, I think this is English dubbed, too, as well. And you can read it. Usually what I recommend on these films is watch it with the English dub first, so you know what's happening. Unless you're very glued to the TV, then switch it to the English sub, and then watch it that way. Me, I always end up looking somewhere else, and I miss some words or I miss something, unless I'm glued. This one I was glued to. It was a lot of fun. I definitely enjoyed this one. I recommend it for if you're a creature feature lover like myself. Definitely pick it up. It's a fun little film that takes place on an oil rig. I know a lot of oil rig movies have been out there that kind of bombed, but this one actually was decent. Comes with a slip from Shout, and it's pretty much the same cover art as the other one, so I'm not going to get into that. Like I said, from 2011. Definitely check it out. I am not going to pronounce their names in this because I am horrible at saying Asian names. But check out Sector 7 from 2011. Like I said, it's from Shout Factory, so you know you get some good stuff. Special features, you're making of the featurette And unfortunately, that's it. That's my only gripe with special features. I don't have a 3D, so I watch this one in 3D at all. I watch the 2D, but if you have a 3D, check it out, see if it's any good in 3D. Again, thanks very much for watching, guys. Check out everyone else's week, and later. Peace.